Hi, everybody. Welcome back to my platform. And those of you that are new, welcome to my platform. Okay. So, if any of you have personal questions, you can send me a $20 super chat. I put it in the goal. Okay. Send me a $20 super chat with your question, and I will pause the collective reading and answer your personal question. Okay. And then, if you guys would like to tip or donate, I pinned the PayPal link in the chat in case anybody wants to do that. Please make sure that you like the video, that you're subscribed, that you tap that notification bell, and all that good stuff as you come into the reading. Okay. We're going to start off with a prayer. So we pray to the Most High God and the Holy Spirit. Okay. We're calling upon our ancestors, our spiritual guides, our spiritual team of highest light and resonance, including the archangels, specifically Archangel Michael, Zadkiel, Sachiel, Uriel, Ariel, Zadkiel, Raphael. And I would like to ask that they continue to cloak and protect our collective. Please uncloak me so the people that need my assistance, that need to see me, are able to do so. And please bring to me the appropriate people that need my assistance. I'm also asking that all voodoo, all Santeria, all witchcraft, all other types of spirituality, all rune magic, anything that is of witchcraft or whatever, all evil eye, all energy harvesting, all wickedness be rebuked. I'm asking that Jesus Christ, the Most High God, and the Holy Spirit cover me with the blood and continue to protect my precious divine life purpose. And I'm also asking that that the Most High God help me with any messages that need to get out so that the right people can hear them, so that they can get on their spiritual journey and begin having a real connection with God. So I ask that in the name of everything that is good, righteous, holy, and true. And I ask to be cleansed and protected and safe from any intrusion, any evil eye, any negativity, any bullying, anything like that. All right. Thank you, God, for being so great. And I also pray for the highest light, the highest wisdom, and the highest truth to be revealed to me and my collective. And I pray for all of my subscribers. Amen. And I'm always open to anything that you have to say, Most High God, about this. Welcome in, Gagan. I'm doing okay. I hope you're doing better. I hope that you cleaned out your bathroom and did a spiritual cleanse. So, by watching my videos, you're agreeing to the contract of being in control of yourself, being responsible for yourself, and with any of the information being channeled. Please be on your best behavior because the Most High God is watching and the Holy Spirit is listening. By watching my videos, you're agreeing to not attack, bully, or persecute me for my calling. Also, this contract includes gatekeeping, copywriting, shadow banning, no evil eyes, no energy harvesting, no witchcraft. And yeah, I think that's... Oh, and no copywriting of the messages. Everything said on this platform is copyrighted by God and the Holy Spirit, so don't steal messages from them. Okay, I'm just making sure all my cards are in the upright before we begin. So we had a major shift happen last night. I could definitely feel it with the lunar eclipse. Now, if you're in North America, you most likely were not able to see the lunar eclipse, but being as lunar eclipse are hard to see anyways, I don't know. I think that solar eclipses are more fun because you can go outside, you can put the glasses on, you can look up at the sky, and you can actually see what's going on. But like the lunar eclipse, there's no glasses for that. So it's not as fun. Now we have a solar eclipse happening next on oh yeah. Can I confirm if it was a success? I don't think that I received anything from you, but let's see. No, actually, I did. Thank you. Thank you. $6.16. That's awesome. Thank you. Okay, good. It did go through. And again, you guys, when you guys donate, literally any amount helps. Okay. So, are you still having problems? I'm not feeling the energy there now. So You'll have to let me know if you're still having problems. But yeah, so last night was the lunar eclipse. The lunar eclipse was in Pisces, and it was also a full blood moon. So, kind of a lot of crazy energy going on. Today, it's like, it's kind of weird. Okay. I'm going to be honest. Because on the 7th, we had the lunar eclipse, which was yesterday. Then on the 9th, we have the 9-9 portal, and the 2025 equals the number 9. So it's basically 999 portal. And that is like another type of ritual that's happening. And then on the 21st of September, we have another solar eclipse. So it's like an extremely amount, a lot of change. Now, from what I understand, 2015 was the last time we had a lunar eclipse that was in the blood moon. And so there's going to be a lot of change that comes from these energies. So just make sure you're staying prayed up, that you're collecting. Good. Okay. Okay. Well, at least what your sister's going through is not Jinn. That's something else completely. Damn, your family has got so much going on. But I am getting that the energy that we were speaking of before is gone. So that is a good thing. So the 9-9 portal is going to happen tomorrow, you guys. That's 9-8 today. And so let's see. Today is a Monday, so it's going to be on a Tuesday, which is the energy of Mars. Just be very aware of your energy and how you're feeling. Because again, some of you guys may think that you're getting like psychic attacked or something, and it's not actually that. It's literally just the energies of the eclipse. That's what I'm hearing right now. If you're having a headache in the left portion of your mind, there's something going on here where this is beginning to develop more. It's like your mind is it's an emotional maturity thing and a mental maturity thing. So I'm hearing that there could be a couple of, you guys could feel like your mouth's really dry. That's another ascension symptom. So make sure you're staying up on your water. Make sure you're keeping your house clean, that type of thing. Because as we go through these portals, they really are transitions. We're going to be leaving an old version of ourselves behind. Okay. And so entering into a new version of ourselves. And the thing about the number 9 is all about endings. It's about closing cycles, and it's about breaking out of like trances, spells, all that size stuff. Good. I'm glad that you were listening to the prayers from the Quran. Okay. I do feel like that's going to help. I don't feel like what you have going on right now has to do with Jinn though, but I would still continue to listen to the stuff from the Quran for as long as you feel that you need to. What's going on with your sister has to do with something else come all together. Like that has to do with something completely different. It is some type of spirit from another part of the world that I don't know about, so I don't know what to call it, but it's a spirit that would be attached to some type of witch. So the 9-9 portal is basically it's endings, 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 but this is the thing. These endings, some of them maybe okay. What happens when an ending happens? The Tower card in the tarot deck could be associated with AKA endings. However, because the Tower will cause things to end, but not all endings are bad. I'm not picking up on any negative ending. And if you feel like if you go through this portal and you lose your job, then that's not a negative ending. Okay. Even though it may look like that. Welcome in, Fashionista. I just noticed you here. Even though it may look like that, that's not actually the case, because the energies of the 9-9 portal are going to be breaking people out of cycles, opening them up so that they can basically, so all of you guys can move forward and begin a new cycle, which would be like a new beginning, which could be a new job. It could be a new relationship. It could be all of these things. So that's why now that I know about these astrological events, I'm thinking why keep picking up that a lot of the new lovers and stuff are going to come in November. It could be because of this September energy that we have with the 9-9 portal. So, a lot of things ending, but they're going to be old cycles, old relationships, things that no longer serve you, basically, and things that you don't want to carry into the future. So it is like a past version of yourself that will be like falling away. But again, we have many layers to us. And so this underneath layer is a new version of yourself. I'm picking up on a whole new way of thinking about things. If there was like, this is an end to scarcity lack mindset. So people are going to be really entering into their age of abundance. Yes, Milamashu is absolutely gone. She felt like she was running, but she was asking, and her eyes rolled up. Wow, yeah, it's definitely not a djinn, and it's definitely not Lamash too. It is a different it's a type of entity that comes from like your area of the world, which I think you're in India, aren't you? So it's something that comes from over there. I don't know what to call it because I don't know what it is. Let me just ask. So I'm asking what are like, this is so funny. I'm asking what are the evil spirits called in India? I'm asking that. And it says Indiana Jones. Like, okay, like that's funny. I love Indiana Jones, by the way. Okay. Let me just look here. I am being led to this word called Bhuta. It's a ghost of a deceased individual. And then I also got a hit on the Rakshasa, which is a demon-like being. So I'm getting a hit on both of those. And I'm also getting a hit on I think the Bhuta and the Preta, Preta. Here, let me type it in the chat because I don't know how to say these words. I'm so sorry. Preta is a type of restless ghost that has to do with the sleeping paralysis. And then the Rakshasa is a demon-like being. Okay, that was present. And then the other one is the Bhuta, but I feel like that could be covered in the Preta word. So the Bhuta is ghost of a deceased person. So I don't know what remedies for that there are other than sage. Yes. The demon-like thing was sent by somebody. The ghost of a deceased person, that is somebody that died in the family or something. But and the Preta, I think the Preta and the Bhuta thing are the same exact spirit. They just could fall into both of those categories. So yeah, that's what I'm picking up on. So definitely, when you have deceased people that have passed over and somehow in some type of way they turn into a negative entity again. I don't know what the process is like for each part of the world and for whatever it is, but I do know that sage, and again, some people swear that sage summons demons. No, I mean, for me, I've never had that experience, so I pray over my sage, though. I pray over anything I'm going to use to cleanse. I always pray over it. So if you guys are experiencing any type of negative entity or anything like that, use sage, okay? And use prayer. Now there is a Steve Noble. I have done this meditation probably about like 4 times maybe now. Okay. And it's called space clearing meditation. It's on YouTube. You can search that, Kay Gagan. Now if your sister lives in a different house than you do, then you may want to send this meditation to your sister. And honestly, everybody in the chat, everybody that's watching, it's by Steve Noble. He does really good angel meditations, and it's a space clearing meditation that basically clears everything that's on the property. And so I really feel like that would benefit you guys if you're having any issues with ghosts or supernatural stuff. Again, the lunar around the time of the lunar, she does. Okay, perfect. Then you could do the space clearing meditation for her if you guys share the same space. But I would recommend that you guys just do that, because the lunar eclipse and these portals, that there's a lot of supernatural activities that are going around right now. So we're going to see what this energy is going to be as you go through the 9/9 portal, how things are going to shift, because just like how things are going to shift for the better for you, they may not shift for the better for somebody else. So let's see what we've got here. But endings are not all bad. Not all endings are bad. Like literally, not all of them are bad. I'm also getting there may be some type of mantra that you can use. I'm getting like Hanuman mantra. Type that in the chat. I know you know who Hanuman is. If you guys don't know who Hanuman is, one of my most favorite spirit guides, literally. Hanuman is like a monkey. He's like a Hindu monkey. And what he specifically does is he protects people from witchcraft, from like spells, from evil eye, from envy. So I'm getting that listening to Hanuman mantra or reciting that will also help. I have a statue of Hanuman, and I have a statue of Shiva standing upon a demon in my house. So and I want a statue of Kali Ma. And so if I can find one that I like, I will definitely get that. So you may want to think about that as well. Ganesh, Hanuman, Kali Mantra, and Durga. See, Durga is another one. That's one of my guides. She shows up in my birth chart in some type of way. So yeah, Durga is extremely protective. Kali Ma is extremely protective, and Ganesh will help remove blocks. So I think that that's a really good. I would add Shiva in there, the destroyer, and Psalm 91. And good. I'm glad that you guys are doing that, because this is the time to be connecting within yourself. This, like when you go through a lunar eclipse, it's not the time to try to manifest. Now, the witches and warlocks don't want to hear that shit, but that's the honest to God truth. It's just time to like do reflection and make sure your energy is good. So, I'm seeing somebody wearing red. Why am I being shown? I'm being shown a red shawl that has some type of jewels on it or stitched pattern. There's a Knight of Wands. Okay, this person is extremely nervous. This Knight of Wands energy, they're extremely nervous about something. Maybe something that they tried to do, they don't think that it worked. This could be against my collective, but we'll see. This person, all I can feel about them is that they're very, very nervous. Oh, my heart just started beating so fast. Like literally, this person's energy, they are scared. This person also likes to start things with people, but doesn't like when they get finished. So like this person could start an argument with you and you could finish the argument, and they get upset about that. They don't ever finish anything that they start. Page of Wands, the Knight of Wands to the Page of Wands. This person also has a child. This child could be a nephew to you, or because I'm getting that for some of you that this Knight of Wands is somebody that is connected to family. For some of you, this Knight of Wands is not connected to family. They're connected to an old connection. This Page of Wands energy is just following the guidance of their elder here with the Knight of Wands. And I say elder because I don't know if it's exactly like father son or if it's, uncle or what the relation is between these two people, but they're related some type of way. And I feel like this Page of Wands is being raised to be a generous person, but that's not their true nature. The Chariot, these people, this could be a family that's in the police force. Like, you know how like there will be some people that are in the police force and then their child also joins the police force, or their grandchild or whatever. I'm getting that type of energy. Or they could know somebody that's in the police force. This Chariot energy is a very quick moving energy. So somebody is trying to come in and do something really quickly. I feel like they're trying to come in to deceive you in some type of way. The Devil. They're trying to come in and use some form of deception. With the Devil there. So I put the Devil card down because they are in some greedy type of shit. Okay. And these are the people that are still stuck in lack mentality. Your family side has a lot of police officials. Well, this is definitely your reading. Yeah. So what I'm picking up on that these people are attached to the Devil. Like firemen are cooler. No shit. They really are. They really are. And they get the best deal out of everything. I think that it would be fun to be a fireman. I mean, except for fighting fire part, but like living in their living quarters and stuff like that, it would probably be kind of fun. And I wonder if I've read for one person that was a firewoman, but other than that, I haven't really heard of women becoming like fire women. So this Devil energy is connected to some type of official. But you know, they don't have as much authority as a judge or anything. So these people, they can conspire together and work with this Devil energy, but as far as getting anything done legally, there may be a dispute over land or property or inheritance. And somebody is trying to detest what God has given you, which is kind of weird because it's what God's given you, not what mankind's given you. So this Devil energy is definitely influencing the police. But what I'm getting is that this is the ending of some type of surveillance. Like these people were surveillancing somebody. And I don't think that they were doing it with normal methods. I think that they were using the Devil energy to spy on somebody, like sending a demon to someone to spy on them, aka a monitoring spirit. The Two of Pentacles, you're going to receive some good news about this situation being over, about these people that were trying to come up against you being over. If they wanted to take something from you and your family, that's over. I keep getting this headache energy, like somebody keeps trying to use a voodoo doll that's not working, or some type of illusion that's just not working. Seven of Cups. And maybe in the past, this illusion actually fooled people, but whatever this is an ending of these illusions. It's also an ending of somebody's attack. I'm getting that somebody's really bent out of shape, that someone in my collective doesn't want to join forces with this Devil energy. So like literally somebody could have been like, oh, I want to bring them in on this, but we're attached to the Devil and they're not going to go for that. So somebody wants you to turn away from God and go straight to the Devil, which I'm always going to tell you guys that that's the most foolish thing that you could ever do. The Devil is a liar and you can never trust that shit. Like, I don't care if it's a jinn, if it's a demon, if it's a whatever it is, that type of energy, they lie most of the time and you can't trust them. That's why when I deal with this type of energy, I have another psychic I go to and I bounce that we both use our gifts in a similar way, only this other person's gifts are completely different to mine. So we bounce around and come to a conclusion once we both have the correct answer, you know. So it's always good to have somebody that you can go check with. But this person, aka these people, they're doing something that's very risky with these illusions, trying to create an illusion in the courts. These people are not highly ranked enough to be able to like sign off on any type of judgment or anything, if that makes sense. why your mother and sister have a crawling. Yeah, these are definitely monitoring spirits. Yes, they're definitely monitoring spirits. And again, I don't know if how this devil energy became associated with these officers and people, but it seems like it was called upon, okay, by somebody. And maybe people can unknowingly summon the devil. I'm not for sure. I don't do any shit like that, so I don't know what it entails. But I can tell you that this illusion that was being created is over. I don't feel like these see, there's also something about someone's health here. This cherry energy wants somebody to be in bad health. They feel like if somebody enters into bad health, then it's going to be easier to get rid of them or take something from them. So this is definitely about greed. The Four of Swords. But like I said, endings. This is the end of a battle with somebody over your reputation and over your family's reputation. If you've been feeling like your family hasn't been able to ascend properly, it's because of all of these illusions that were being created. So this devil energy, as it always does, it's a liar, and it's definitely, they were taught this black magic from their grandmother and their grandmother, and so on and so forth. Yeah, that kind of does feel right. This devil energy, it never wins, you guys. I just can't stress this enough, that literally do not fear the devil. Out of everything that exists, don't fear this lower vibrational stuff, okay? I'm going to tell you why. First of all, these lower vibrational energies, entities, whatever you want to call them, they feed off of fear. When you give fear to this demon or entity, you feed it, okay? And then it becomes stronger and it gets a stronger foothold. And so demons can only do things within your belief system. And so if you believe that demons can do all this stuff, then they'll do all that stuff. So it's like checking your own belief system, because this is all coming to an end. And then when these entities show up, do not give them fear. Send love at light at them, and they're going to be like, what the hell? They're going to most likely end up not returning to this chariot energy, because this devil energy feels like it is attached to these officers. These officers want some type of control over a property or an inheritance or something that's left in a will, or it could even be land. They want control over that. They want it for themselves, and the devil has told them that the devil can get it for them, but this is an ending of that cycle. This is also telling about this devil energy is doing these people in, which is really sad, because I feel like children, this Page of Wands energy is a younger energy. I feel like children don't know what they're doing when it comes to spirituality. So if they are coached, like I'm picking up on this person being coached, oh, good. I'm glad that you're feeling lighter in your head. This person was being coached, though, like on how to do witchcraft. And so from my mind, from my perspective, being a human, being somebody who was a parent to a stepchild, I love children. Even though I don't want to have children, I still love children. And I don't feel like they should be held responsible for the negative things and the crimes that they've learned from their fathers, brothers, etc. And so it's kind of sad to see like a child being taught these negative things and being forced into this type of lifestyle. And again, not all types of voodoo and magic and stuff are bad, but this stuff is, because it involves working with a lower vibrational entity thing. So I feel bad for this child, because they're going to end up getting a big blowback from this. And it's kind of like they're an innocent. It's like the good suffers with the bad in this case, because this child seems to me to be innocent. Okay. They just were coached to do bad things. Yes, I am doing a general reading for NetEP. I'm doing a collective reading. So we've got a couple of energies that wish that they were Hierophants. Okay. So it's definitely about an inheritance. This is a cycle that's ending. Whoever these people are, they were raising their children to do witchcraft. That cycle is also ending. Like, I feel like for some reason, this child is going to awaken to the fact that they've been manipulated. by the people around them to do these low vibrational things. And this devil energy has definitely been creating a lot of illusions that's going to lead to a permanent ending. It's not going to be, I mean, it's going to be an ending for you guys, but it's an ending of having to deal with these types of people. So the 9-9 portal, it's going to be really important tomorrow that you guys stay on top of your energy, think positive thoughts, and just try to get into alignment as much as possible. King of Wands. This is so funny. We have the Knight of Wands, the Page of Wands, the Chariot, the Devil, the Seven of Cups, Four of Swords, and the King of Wands. So there is somebody that is in the hierarchy of the family or something like that, or this group. Yeah, they're in the Five of Cups. This King of Wands energy is definitely related to these people, and they want something from y'all. This Five of Cups energy, look at how disappointed this person is. They're dissatisfied and they're in regret. I think that these people could be realizing, like today, that what they did with the lunar eclipse did not work. I mean, they were able to send something, but it didn't attach the way that it would have in the past, which means a cycle is ending. I'm here to deliver the good news that you guys are stronger than this energy. You don't need to fear this energy. Like I said, when you fear this energy and these people, oh, my left ear just started ringing really loud. Yeah, what I'm hearing is when you fear these people and this energy, you feed this devil as it feeds off of fear, whatever this spirit is. And it's like a bunch of spirits, actually. I'm picking up on some younger ones and some older ones. So I don't know what that's about. But let's see. You're going to get a good a message from possibly Archangel Gabriel that something has been solved or has ended. These people may be experiencing a separation. They may be experiencing, like, if this is police officers in the police force, they're experiencing something where their little group is being broken up. Like some people are being sent to another jurisdiction. So they're being split up. Okay. So this is another reason why they're not going to be able to co-conspire together. And maybe somebody could end up becoming fired when they switch this new jurisdiction, because this other area where these police officers are going to be working, this other office or whatever, doesn't put up with crooked shit. So this person's going to attempt to do the same thing they did in this one office, and they're going to get caught up immediately. High Priestess. Literally, High Priestess, you're going to receive a good message intuitively. And it's going to be about your abilities. It's also going to be about what you're here to do and how to best these other people. It's not like you're competing with them, but they do want something of yours. First of all, they want you to stop talking. No. And they want you to stop using your abilities. That's not even possible. When you have abilities, they just function on their own. This is because your intuitive gifts, your High Priestess ability is bringing in an Ace of Pentacles. And these people feel like you'll be able to either build a house on this land or property, or you'll be able to do something with this Ace of Pentacles, and these people won't be making any money off of you. They won't be getting any resources from y'all. So these people are very concerned. The devil is very concerned with these people. Whatever this lower vibrational being is very concerned. Justice, because you're about to get justice for all of the shit that these people have put you through, all the disappointments, all the regrets, all the setbacks, all of that, all the ending of relationships that should have stayed functionable, like all of everything that was done, you're getting justice for that. And your justice is getting this Ace of Pentacles because somebody has tried to separate you from your money. They did this last night. They tried to do this last night. They're trying to attack the crown chakra right now. So we're going to play the crown chakra bowl. So I'm tired of that. I'm literally so tired of this chakra attack crap. So something was definitely trying to mess with the connection, trying to mess with the okay. Yeah. I do feel like it is somebody that's related to your father. So let's play the throat chakra bowl. They're also trying to affect that. It's like, come on with this. Okay. So you are still getting justice. I feel like these people have to answer to somebody. It could be the Most High God, but I'm feeling something in the physical realm. And it's not the devil. They've got to answer to some type of official. The Two of Swords. Yeah. Look at this. These people are blocked. They're blocked. Like you can, if you look at the Two of Swords, she's wearing a blindfold, right? She can't see through that blindfold, but she's not being tied up or anything. This is somebody that's blocking themselves. They need to make a major change to resolve the events that have occurred. Of course, this ending is going to be a major change. And obviously, it's bringing injustice for you. You guys having money and finances, they have tried to attack health, mental health, physical health, money and finances, and property and inheritance. That's what they're trying to affect. They're trying to cause a death. And these people are literally facing some type of serious punishment. Like it's literally a death that these people will be experiencing, which again, we know death is endings, but these endings are physical endings for these people. It's the ending of this reign of terror with all these illusions that were being led against you guys for some reason. I'm pretty sure it's because you're chosen and because you're an intuitive person, regardless of your gender. Again, when I'm reading the energy, I'm reading energies, which we all have feminine and masculine energies. Look, you're getting justice. Yeah. Thank you so much, Gagan. Yeah. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. So you're getting justice for this work that you do with the Eight of Pentacles. See how that person is diligently working on a project. Whatever this is that you're working on, somebody wants to be a part of it, or they want to know what it is because they feel like if they can find out what you're working on, then they can duplicate it, feed off of it, copy it, that type of thing. Not even realizing that you actually have evidence that this belongs to you. It's like, it reminds me of just like when if you come out with a good quality product, then somebody comes right behind you and tries to make a cheaper version of it, like that type of energy. No, I don't feel anything in the bathroom. Whatever it was when you went through and cleaned, maybe you threw something away, maybe you cleansed, whatever you did in the bathroom. I don't feel that energy there anymore. The Knight of Swords. So yeah, there is somebody who is oh man, this person, this Knight of Swords energy is somebody that's they actually have an authority. They're somebody that is in the army of the Lord. Like what I'm getting is that this is a very good person. Even though I usually don't like the Knight of Swords energy, today I'm reading it as this is a good person that's coming in to help you fight off this death energy. It's also here to put these people in line, basically to get them in check. Thank you so much, Fashionista. You're amazing. So yeah, this is like a very interesting energy because the Knight of Swords usually is somebody who's like in the military, they're disciplined. This person's coming in to save you in a way that you don't even know you need to be saved. I feel like God has kept you so protected that this situation maybe you didn't fully know about because you're being protected. The Knight of Cups. Yeah. Like you're being protected from somebody coming in wanting to make a weird love offer to you and your family. or just to you, but it could have to do with you and your family. This is a romantic love offer. This Knight of Swords is telling these people, maybe he knows about whatever group that they belong to. It's telling these people that they need to leave you alone and let you do your work. This also talks about checking all of your work for accuracy. Somebody is hoping that you make a mistake so that you can't mass produce something. These people are facing some type of court case. So, okay, so I've gotten this message the past few days. There is somebody that you used to know or date that's in a court case because of something that they've tried to do to you, over an inheritance, over money, over something like that. Okay. They're in a lawsuit right now and they're having legal problems. This person could also be losing like custody of their child. Whatever this is, they want you to pick up the pieces where they left off, and they feel like if they can get back in your energy and in your good graces, then you will stick up for this person. I would suggest that you let this person get their children taken, or whatever this is, whatever they're being reprimanded for legally. If this is not giving you an inheritance, I would let this person just get their shit, even if they're a family member or something like that, because again, they're attached to a family member. There's a lot of manipulation going on with this person. Also, they are very nervous. These people are nervous and afraid because they're afraid of losing a lawsuit, and they're afraid of losing property. It's either a house, a piece of land, or something like that. These people are afraid of the courts ruling in your favor. And because these people are only like police officers and stuff like that, they don't have like a crooked judge that to work with to make sure that this lawsuit goes in their favor. And so it's not going to. So I would be aware of anybody coming in right now wanting you to help them with a court situation or help them out of a problem, basically. And they want you to use your good work to help them out of a problem that they caused for themselves and that they were trying to cause for you. That's why this person feels like if they get you on board with them, then they won't have to pay back this money they stole on this property or whatever this is, if they can get you on their good side. So I would just be really wary of somebody coming in acting like you need to be saved. You guys do not need to be saved. God will save you. If you ever did need to be saved, God will save you. You will save yourself. You don't need somebody else externally coming in. And this person doesn't have anything that they could help you with in your personal life. They only are coming in because they see you successful and they see you being credible and they see that you're respected. So they want to use that, all of those things, to get them out of trouble. They're in trouble with the community. And this community is a community that backs you. And I'm having a lot of like acid reflux right now. This person could be having stomach ulcers, and I don't have acid reflux. So the fact that I keep like almost like wanting to vomit, this person's got really bad energy. They could be so stressed out about this, about your work, your intuitive nature, and you being a divine being, to the fact that they're having stomach ulcer pain. This person should really go to a doctor, like literally. And I'm not a doctor, but I am picky. I have had a stomach ulcer before. I know what it feels like. So like this person has got some cranial sacrum stuff going on. And they also have some type of they're having bad side effects from being so afraid. These people really, really fear you guys using your abilities and seeing through them. Which then putting out that energy of fear is basically causing you guys to see right through these people. You know what I mean? Like, they also want something from y'all's children. And you could be this child that was raised in this community, literally. This could be like a village, a city, a community, a society. It's a group of people that live around each other. And then this Page of Pentacles could also be a child that hasn't been born yet, or it could be a child that you already have. Whatever this is, this Page of Pentacles, you could have been a very abundant child when you were younger. You're suffering from a lot of digestive issues. Okay. So hopefully if you guys are having anything going on with digestion, you are drinking lots of water. Hopefully you guys are, there's ginger lemon tea, really good for the stomach, just really good. And then also there are these like little ginger supplement pills that if you start to feel nauseated, you can take those. Just kind of like a natural remedy. But make sure that you guys are always talking to your doctors if you're having any type of stomach issue or digestive issue. And if you are, the bumblebee jasper works so well with the solar plexus. That's the crystal that I would probably wear and work with. And that will help. So you could have been a very abundant child, or there could be an inheritance that's going to be left to your child. Okay. Also, this inheritance could be something that you will inherit, but that you haven't inherited yet because the person that's going to give it to you hasn't passed yet. So this Page of Pentacles energy could have been you when you were a child, could be representing how you were very abundant. The Page of Pentacles, see, it's very, very abundant child. So also could be representing the fact that your children will be very abundant, or your child is very abundant, and could have been left something by a relative. Well, that would have been too many cards. So yeah, I'm also getting that just pray over your children, because they've got these same intuitive abilities. And again, you could have been this child that also had the same intuitive abilities. See, the Fool, these people think that because you don't know about an inheritance that you're never going to get your hands on it. That's literally what they think. And they don't realize that the court system has already got these people. It's like checkmate, like with chess. You're over here playing chess. These people are playing checkers. It's checkmate. These people were very foolish to try to take a legacy from you and your children, or to try to mess with that, because they want to hold on to a legacy that doesn't belong to them. There are a lot of people on this planet that have money because they've stolen it from other people. You know what I mean? Good. You have seen improvement. I'm so glad. Yeah. And dandelion tea. Yes. So if you're drinking dandelion tea, I was just thinking about that. Dandelion is a liver detox. Like anytime you take dandelion, you're going to go through detox. So detox could be headaches. It could be feeling achy. It could be feeling tired, foggy, all of that. So if you're drinking dandelion tea with your mother daily, then you're putting your body into a detox daily. And again, that's something that I would probably do once a week. Just because for me, it pulls so many toxins out of the body. So if she's feeling sick, they could very well be the dandelion tea every day. I hope that you guys are not drinking it every day, because that would continually put the body into a detox. So yeah, just you may want to incorporate ginger tea, lemon tea. Those are also really good for the stomach. And when after you drink tea, drink some water or take some type of electrolyte, so that if your body does throw that toxins out, that you have another liquid in there that's going to be able to flush those toxins out. The best way that we get rid of toxins is by pooping. Like, we get rid of the most toxins by pooping, but also by peeing as well, and sweating. So sweating is not always fun though. So this lawsuit, whatever this is going to be brought to your attention in some type of way. Ace of Swords, protection. Literally, you're protected. And whatever this inheritance is also protected. So this is going to be brought to your attention, that these people are going through something through somebody else. I mean, these people are not going to tell you that they're going through poverty and lack and sickness. But they are. They thought that they were going to steal this work from you, or get you to stop working, or not do right by you. And and it's a no. This Ace of Swords showing up is God literally shielding your intuitive abilities and protecting you from people that don't mean you any good. And if these are family members, the greediness of family members, like this is ridiculous. I hope that this is not family members. Six of Pentacles. These people are very foolish for trying to put you in a position where you would have to be a beggar to them. These people want you come crawling back to them and asking them to be released from whatever this bondage is. They definitely want somebody crawling back to them. Emperor. So you're an Emperor energy already. No wonder you're protected. You do feel very dizzy. Yes, there could be something still affecting you. I don't get that it's to affect your physical health. I'm getting it has to do with mental health. So make sure if you guys that if you're struggling with anything that has to do with mental health, whether it's negative thoughts to negative emotions, that you are seeking help, that you guys are talking to somebody. It's okay to not be okay as long as we're not doing things completely alone, okay? Or relying just on tarot. If you have been diagnosed with anything that has to do with mental disease or disorder, make sure that you're getting help from a professional, because therapy can heal a lot of things. Hypnotherapy can heal a lot of things. Just make sure that you're not doing it by yourselves, you guys. And if you ever experience any types of troubling thoughts, aka suicidal tendencies or thoughts, I need you guys to start knowing that that is not your energy, because the true nature of being a human is not to self-harm or self-unalive. So that's the energy of a lower vibrational entity or another person, okay? And so the more that you become aware of what your energy is doing, the easier it's going to be to go, okay, this is not my energy. I don't have to buy into this thought that's telling me to self-harm, that I want to self-harm. Because trust me, if self-unaliving, if that actually fixed people's problems, people would be doing it all the time. And people do it all the time. But I'm telling you right now, when I encounter souls that have self-unalived, some of them, well, sometimes it's an accident, like an overdose, and they didn't mean to do it. But then sometimes it's not, and they did mean to do it. Those souls are always like in this weird realm, like always have to pull them out of this realm and then work with them to get them to forgive themselves so that they can move out of that state. So again, it actually ruins things rather than fixes things. So that's why these energies and entities, it's all because of people want you to self-delete because they want something that's yours. Okay. So you need to know that that's not your thought. There's a being that's pushing that. I want to do this. I want to do that. You need to start becoming the observer and go, who is actually having this thought? Like, I'm perceiving the thought, but who's actually behind that thought? And once you can go, okay, it's not me, then it'll be easier to let go of the thought. Yeah. So there was something that was actively trying to attack our crown chakras just as we were doing this reading. I don't know if it has to do with you, Gagan, or if it has to do with you, Fashionista, but I'm getting that it has to do with kind of all of us. So there was somebody trying to attack the crown chakra, but we basically reverse that with using the sound bowls. So that's why sound bowls are so good, especially if you're working, like, because through different times of your life, you will feel like, okay, for some reason my root chakra is blocked, or sometimes my throat chakra is blocked. So when you have a sound bowl, you can work specifically with that chakra for however long you feel that you need to get it back up and functioning correctly. But somebody was trying to access your guys' downloads, magician. They were using some type of magic to attach something. Okay. But again, whoever these people are, they're very salty. They're very, very dried out, shriveled up. Their energy is very small. Like, even though they're doing this very powerful witchcraft with the devil, it's extremely weak compared to the power that you guys hold as being a magician. Their shit is really weak. because it's like so the opposite of what you're doing. Yeah, your solar plexus is like at a 7, so it needs a little bit more work. 7 out of 10. When I look at things, I look at it 1 being the worst compatibility, 10 being the best. I'm getting that it's a 7. Fashionista, your chakras are actually doing a lot better. You've been doing some type of meditation and it's helping. So yeah, continue with the prayer and continue with the meditation. See, your natural magic and natural magician ability, your ability to transmute energy is what's kept you afloat. Again, these people are trying to put you in an energy of lack or scarcity. They want you to think that you're not enough, but that's not actually true. You guys are complete. Everything that God's bringing into your life and allowing to occur, you guys are more powerful than it. That's why God's allowing it, because it's going to make you stronger. Strength. Literally, the strength of your magic outweighs what these people can do with theirs and what the devil can do with theirs. So it outweighs it by quite a bit, to be honest. Like, it's like you're like a Hercules and these people are just like a normal muggle person. And so that's why I feel like you guys having really big energy is what's going to help you with your mission, but it's also going to keep you safe from predators. And anybody that wants to steal an inheritance or a gift or a large sum of money, that's a predator of some type. I don't know what to call it, but a vampire predator maybe. See, these people were not born this way. I just want to let you guys know. This Knight of Wands, this Page of Wands, this King of Wands, these people are all family members to one another or something. They're all connected. They were not born the way that they are now. They were not born this way. This has occurred over a lifetime of doing low vibrational activities as to why they've turned into some type of negative supernatural entity. And it's not more powerful than the divine. Like, you guys have the strength of God within you, and so that's why you can't even compare the power. But to them, these people feel like they're very, very very wealthy. 3 of Cups. So yeah, you've got a good harvest and abundance and an active period marked by successful relationships. Nissa Ray, if you send me a $20 super chat with your question, I will pause the collective reading and answer your question. But right now we are reading for the collective. So your answer may come up in this situation, but I don't know if it will. See, this is talking about you guys being really popular in the community, having successful relationships, and then being able to open up. The 3 of Cups, when you have the energy of the 3 of Cups, it's a celebration, which could be a wedding. It could be a birthday party, or it could just be you celebrating a passage in life. Literally, you've got people coming together to collaborate, to support you. You have a soul tribe backing you. So these people do not fear whatever that these other people are doing. The people that are going to come in to help you with your abundance and your harvest, they are very like high vibrational energies. And so I feel like you're going to make a collaboration with these people because you may end up serving these people. This 3 of Cups energy is going to make your magic even stronger. The Wheel of Fortune. See, these 3 of Cups, this when I see these 2 cards right next to each other like this, I can tell that you have a community, a group, and a collaboration, with this Wheel of Fortune. And the Wheel of Fortune does talk about destiny. It does talk about planning and having a better future, but it also talks about personal growth and you being in alignment and in the right place at the right time. These people are in the right place at the wrong time, and so that's why they're not getting your blessing. And that's truly what this is about. They tried to do something to get your blessing, and not like your blessing, like, oh, I give you permission to marry my daughter. Not that type of blessing. But what I'm getting is they wanted your Wheel of Fortune blessing to come to them. And they thought that they were going to steal it because in the past they were able to energy harvest off of you. But these people were never able to pull your Wheel of Fortune into their reality. So yeah, literally, you guys need to know that you are the strongest creator in your reality. besides the Most High God. Obviously, the Most High God is more powerful than all of us, but it is a thing that is functioning within us. And so God always has a bigger plan. The divine, whatever, if you call it Allah, if you call it Jehovah, whatever you're calling the Most High God, okay, it's got a bigger plan. And this bigger plan involves your destiny. Now, the thing is about destiny is that destiny cannot be stopped. Destiny and fate are things that will happen no matter what. So these people, they believe that they can steal destiny and do all these things that's not possible. But they're basically thinking that, okay, well, if I can't have their destiny, then they can't have their destiny, then I need to block their destiny. And it's a no. Like the universe is saying, no, this is time for my collective to shine and to be their authentic self, to be accepted by the community, to be popular, to be loved. And it's time for these people to get their karma, because they've been trying to run from this karma for like their entire life. And that's why I feel bad for this Page of Wands energy, because they were raised in a family that practices some type of witchcraft. So they don't know any better. Nobody's told this child that what they're doing and practicing is wrong and that it's hurting people, even though they know that it's not positive. So, but I still think that children are innocent. And I do believe that people that are in their early 30s and their early 20s and in their teens, that those people kind of need to get a pass. Like, yes, they need to learn that this stuff is not appropriate, but also because they're being raised in it. You know what I mean? Like, how can we hold somebody accountable for when that's all that they know is doing witchcraft? It's truly their parents and their parents' fault. But are we going to hold a child responsible for that type of thing? You know? Like, no, we're not. We're not going to hold a child responsible. So, Nissa, if you're having an issue with that, okay, you sent $20 on PayPal, then I will look at that really quick and check. But yeah, I just don't feel like it's appropriate to hold children or young people responsible for the sins of their parents. And if the sins of their parents causes that person to literally do witchcraft or something negative, then it needs to be looked at. Okay. Thank you, Nissa. I did receive that. Okay, so we're going to use a different deck. So the Hermit did come out, which just shows me that you guys being in Hermit mode is going to be the best thing. And it's not a permanent thing. Don't look at being in the Hermit mode as that being a permanent thing of feeling isolated, because it's not actually permanent. So Nissa, I don't have a good feeling about your question. Immediately when you asked it, I got the answer no, but I want to look and see, because the eclipse that we had last night, we're going to use the Money Moves Oracle. The eclipse that we had last night are going to end situations for people. And so there may be something better for you in the cards or in this situation. So let's see here. I know you don't want to hear that, but I'm just trying to prepare you for an ending that's going to occur. Money tree. Dreams come true. You will get what you have long desired. Enjoy your wealth. So I don't want you to be afraid of not having wealth. Okay. They're having a money tree. First of all, you may want to get a money tree. You can type in bonsai money tree into Google. You should definitely have one in your house. Okay. You should definitely have one in your house. So the bonsai money tree for house. And then if you don't want to get an actual money tree, you can get a crystal money tree. That's feng shui for house. And then you put it in the left rear corner of the home. So you put it in the left rear corner of the home. That's where you draw prosperity to. You having a money tree, there's something else that you're meant to do here. Okay, so if they let you go, now are you in the United States? That's my next question. If you're in the United States, you may want to apply for unemployment, or you may have grounds to apply for unemployment. if you're not in the United States and they don't do unemployment in your country, what unemployment is when you get let go or fired from a job. I believe that it's fired. Let's see. Okay. So in America, if to qualify for unemployment, it says you must have earned at least 5,300 during your base period of working. Your total base period earnings must be at least 1.5 times of the highest quarter of wages during your base period. If you do not qualify using earnings in your base period, you may qualify under the same conditions by using an alternative base period. So it has to do with an amount of money. What disqualifies you from unemployment? If you quit your job. Okay, so basically you cannot get unemployment if you quit your job without good cause, were fired for misconduct, or are not able to and available for full-time work, or fail to actively look for suitable work, or do not have sufficient past earnings to establish a valid claim. So if you are in the United States, you may qualify for unemployment. Okay. You work for Washington State. Is that what WA stands for? Okay. So what is going on in the workplace? Why would you be getting fired? I mean, I do get that there's something better for you that's going to make more money. Maybe your needs are changing. Maybe your needs are changing. And I also just heard, no, they said not to say that. Okay, let's see. Wisdom. Insight into the nature of physical objects gives you foresight. Use your best judgment. So you're going to need to use your best discernment. You got some type of, I don't know if this is a manager, whoever this energy is, you've got some type of energy that's trying to take either they want to put somebody else in your position that's a family member to them or something, but they're looking for a reason to fire you right now. So what you're picking up on is legitimate. It's legit. I mean, I don't want you to be afraid, because like I said, when you rely on God, God's going to always have your back. But if you're experiencing any type of unfairness wrongfully, okay, yeah, if you're experiencing if you have any evidence, it could be messages. Because what I'm getting is they're trying to make a hostile workplace for you so that you'll leave and quit the job. That's what they want to happen. If you don't end up leaving, they're going to continue to bully and harass you until you do go. They don't want to have to fire you because they don't have an actual reason to fire you. Okay, you're showing up to work, you're following the dress code, you're doing the job that's asked of you. Just remember the duality, the dual nature of people, that people can turn on you. And this is very sad because it's very manipulative. It says, do not forget about the dual nature of people. Don't lose your vigilance. So whoever this manager or person is, I don't trust them. They have done this to more than one person. Fired them and put somebody else that they would rather be around in that position. I think that part of this has to do with you not engaging in the office gossip and stuff. Like, you don't engage in this drama that these people are engaged in. So it's almost like they formed a little clique. And because you function on the outside of that, they feel like you're a threat. Now, remember, human resources does not exist to serve the employee. Because that's what I was getting, is that HR is also against you. Human resources exist to protect the company from the employee, right? And so, also, you'll find a new job. Yes, you absolutely will. You absolutely will. Okay. And you may, this situation, we want to make sure that we heal whatever's going on within you that caused this. Druggies. Okay, that's exactly it. Yeah. That's what I was feeling, some very crooked shit going on. So, guardian angel, you're being protected. Like, literally, you're being protected, but your guardian angel wants you to know. Astraea. That's what I just heard that your guardian angel's name is. Astraea or Astraea. So this energy is coming in to protect you from difficulties and misfortunes. So trust your guidance, trust your guardian angel. Start looking for a new job now, and you may want to expand your field of work. Why am I hearing that you have the skill set to be a journalist? Like you could literally be a journalist. Maybe that was something you were interested in. Bright ideas. Yeah, there's going to be a new project, a new idea that comes to the forefront. You may want to ask around your family members. Just let the people around you, not the people at your job, know, but let the people around you, like your friends, your family members, and stuff like that. Even I get that you don't have a whole lot of friends, but you can still let the people that you know that you are looking for a new job, a new type of work. You may want to think about getting a real estate license or doing something that is entrepreneurship. Even though I don't know if real estate is entrepreneurship, but I am getting that you want a job that's going to fulfill your needs. And this job that you're at right now it's basically just covering basic costs of living. It's not giving you a retirement per se, like it should be. So I'm also hearing, okay, if you have a dream to do something like open a bakery or something, anything, it could be anything that you are passionate about, start doing that. And then while you're doing that, be looking for another job. You're not able to work. What is RN? Is that does that say RM or is that just an M? Okay. So you're not able to work. Is that the reason that they could be thinking about letting you go? Yeah. I think that you should tell everybody that you know that you're looking for a new job. And look, you're being given a gift. So literally you getting let go from this job could literally be a gift. Suspended. Okay. Is there medical stuff going on? Oh, RN means right now. Okay. You're ready to retire too soon at 65. Okay, so maybe these people don't want you to get your retirement or something. So what I'm hearing is that you may end up just working part-time. Because if you're getting ready to retire, then this job ending won't be the worst thing. Do everything that you can do right now so that you can get your retirement, because you'll want to have that. I do know that companies they did let you go. Is that the same thing as like being suspended? Okay. Well, then that's why I was picking up that energy. So yeah, whatever this hobby is that you have, start to invest in that, and also start to be looking for something part-time. I'm like literally getting something part-time. You can ask these people for a referral. Yeah, you do want part-time. Yeah, what I'm getting is if you do whatever this is that is actually your dream, and then you get another part-time job, and by letting the people that you know around you that you are looking for a new job, they can spread the word, and somebody's going to contact you. Like somebody will let you know that, okay, we have something for you. This is the ending of a cycle with this company that you were slaving for. I feel like they were energy harvesting off of you. Power. Yeah, you have power and authority in the spiritual realm. And so, whatever this passion is that you've got, yes, you're going to be okay. Absolutely. You're going to be okay. Just make sure that you let everybody know around you that you are looking for a new job and that you are flexible when it comes to what type of work. I mean, obviously you can't do heavy lifting and stuff like that, but you can do clerical stuff, and you do have a lot of wisdom and a lot of discernment. So you could literally do like real estate part-time or investing or start working with another firm. Yeah, so you're definitely going to be taken care of. Independence. This is going to make you super independent. Like if you were good to go into selling real estate, they make, on each house, like sometimes up to 100,000, depending on how much the house is. Sometimes they make 30 to 40,000. So it's like you could like literally sell a couple of houses in 1 week and make a lot of money. So there is potential there. And the market is starting to go up. You can get training for that as well. And investments, look at that. I'm literally talking about how to invest your time and money, and this is what comes up. So yeah, you're going to be investing in becoming an independent person. So let's see what else comes out. So like I said, this lunar eclipse brought about an ending, but it's not a negative ending because this ending had to occur for a new beginning to come in. And you're going to realize that you've been gifted something. It says you will discover new talents that will lead you to new opportunities. Endings, oh my God, like literally, this ending is a new beginning. It says the cycle is over. It's time to make a change, rebirth. It's time to say goodbye. So obviously, we say goodbye to that job that didn't value. Yeah, winning. Sooner or later, luck comes to everyone. Don't spend everything at once. You may get a large sum of money from something. And if these people were creating some type of hostile work environment, you could end up taking them to court and suing them because there is something shady going on there with these people. If you have proof of them making it hostile for you or trying to push you out right before you retire so that they can try to keep whatever 401k, whatever this scam is that these people are doing, it's best that you had gotten away from it. Mind power. Use your intelligence, analyze data and logic, and think rationally. Lead with your mind. So yeah, think rationally when these new opportunities come in. And know that you do have the power to create the reality that you want. You just have to really believe in yourself. And I feel like you do, I feel like you're the type of person that when you retire, you're going to want to have this other passion or project to work on because, like you are somebody that likes to stay busy. And so, yeah, having this other passion, this other project that you work on, whether it's a new business, if it's selling real estate, if it's, baking, if it's whatever it is, working with animals, love life. So there is something about your love life. Now, I'm not really picking up on a very strong energy for love, but I am picking up on that you may meet somebody. It says free from problems and money troubles, enjoy the passion of love. You may end up meeting somebody that has already everything that you need to get this new thing started, or they may already have a lot of money. Yeah, somebody wants you to make the wrong decision. It says reckless behavior can lead to bad consequences. Think before you act. So when it comes to this new project, just make sure that that you really have a passion for it, because where your passion flows, money goes. Success. Look at that. So you're going to be successful. It says choosing the right direction, actively overcoming difficulties. You are on the right track. So yeah, even if it feels like things are a little bit bumpy right now, they're going to smooth out. Fast changes. Look at that. Very fast changes coming in. It says things happen suddenly and in a short period and a hurry. Take bold steps forward. You may be offered a job almost right away. Okay, let's get an outcome. What does she need to know? Foresight. Pay attention to the things that are important to ensure wealth. Be farsighted and alert, which means you may want to set up a savings account, and you could call it a rainy day account just for in case something were to go wrong. Because obviously starting anything new, you'll have obstacles to overcome. I feel like you're very resilient though. So yeah, you may want to think about unemployment and just using that until you get this new job. Alchemy. Using witchcraft, occult, and learning God's secrets transform the situation. So you're going to want to alchemize this situation to your benefit. I also get that you are going to find that not working for this company, that this company that you were working for, these people were actually siphoning energy from you. They were siphoning your health. You're going to feel your health get better. You're going to feel your energy come back to you. So I would be actively calling your energy and your power back to you. You're also going to realize that they were doing something with your DNA. I don't know how, but they were doing something to take from you. So now that you're not going to be connected to these people, I would do a full cord cutting and space clearing. I typed in the chat the Steve Noble space clearing meditation. Clearing meditation. And then there's another one that is for attracting abundance. Let me just look it up and see what it's called. Quantum abundance transmission. Okay. So Steve Noble, quantum abundance transmission. So I would do the space clearing and the transmission for quantum abundance. Okay. Let's see if anything else needs to come out before I let you guys go. We're at an hour and 22 minutes. Star power. So you do have an ability. You've got some type of gift. That's a talent. It says become an influencer of the company and earn fame, popularity. You're a very good counselor. You would be a very good counselor for people. You could also look into being a life coach. That's another thing that people get paid for. So you're very grounded and you offer very good advice. You can also help people see into their situation and then figure out how to alchemize it. So I think I want to get one more cord. Resources. Look, you already have the resources within you to create everything that you need and desire. It says be grateful for what you have and save something for the future. Use wisely and as needed. So you're going to be okay. In fact, you're going to be better. The reason that this all came to an ending is because it's time for you to get into your divine life purpose and your soul mission, which I do believe has to do with helping other people. It could be helping people find a home. It could be helping people adapt to their lives and coaching them on how to move forward. But it does have to do with helping other people, and it's going to be a money tree. Whatever this is that you're looking into and decide to do is going to be a money tree that continues to give to you. So if you have any friends from that old job, I would probably do a cord cutting. In fact, the sound bowl we're listening to today is a cord cutting. So there is a Steve Noble cord cutting meditation that you can do, and then calling upon Archangel Michael. Okay, so you're going to call upon Archangel Michael to cut cords. Then you're going to call upon Archangel Jeremiel or Jeremiel for a new job. Basically, that's the angel of jobs, to get a new position that is in alignment with divine life purpose. And then you're going to call on Archangel Sachiel for prosperity and abundance. You may also want to work with the crystal that's called citrine for abundance, which is like the best crystal for abundance. Okay, so I hope that helped. You're going to be okay, though. I don't want you to worry. I want you to just focus on what you want to do with the rest of your life and what's going to make you happy. Literally see that you have the intelligence, Nisa. You're wearing citrine ring right now. Oh my gosh, that's so good. I get that you have the intelligence of like a doctor. You could literally be like a psychiatrist type energy or a counselor or you're just extremely intelligent. Like, so do some meditation, ask the angels to reveal to you what your next step is and how you can fulfill your divine life purpose. So yeah, you cutting off these people that no longer serve you, that were connected to that job, is going to be a good thing, because they're going to realize very soon that they probably shouldn't have let you go. This Hierophant energy is actually an energy that's going to be on your side if you do end up applying for not disability, but unemployment. And then the Queen of Cups energy, that's your energy. You're a nurturer. That's why your divine life purpose is going to have to do with helping other people, Empress, because you're also like a mothering energy, which is something that not all people have. And so that's why I was thinking like, oh, divine life coach, that type of thing. You're also, I don't know if you're interested in astrology, but I'm also hearing that you have an ability with astrology to be able to pinpoint things in people's birth charts. So you may want to look into doing that as well, or look into becoming someone that works with the Akashic records, and birth charts. And if there is anything that you have to take any studying, like a course with, if it's going to be real estate or whatever, that you choose to do, you're extremely intelligent. You're gonna absolutely pass it. So I'm not worried about any of that stuff. I think that this is a really good thing that's happened, them letting you go. I think that this is a really good thing that's happened, because this is going to begin a new cycle and you're not going to be suffering. In fact, you're going to get so much of your health and energy back, and you're going to be able to give to yourself, and you're going to flourish. Literally, you're going to realize that that job was draining the life out of you and was barely meeting your basic needs. So really, you just saw a lot of men wearing that is so creepy. I was just talking about the red robes sitting at your doorsteps for just a few seconds. That's crazy. I don't know what that's about. I never got an answer on the red robes. That's so bizarre. Wow. Okay, you guys, thank you for making it to the ending of this reading. I will be going to my other platform, so make sure you guys check that out in the link. Yes, you do feel so drained. Yeah, you're going to be feeling so much better. You're going to be feeling so much better. Okay, so make sure you call your energy and your power back to you, and that you cut cords, and that you basically heal whatever it is within you, just by going to God and saying, God, whatever it is within me, can we please heal that so that I can move forward and be prosperous on my own? Because that independence card coming out in the money moves, that's the next step for you. Okay. All right, you guys, thank you for making it to the ending of this reading. Please like this video. Make sure you're subscribed, tap that notification bell, all that good stuff. Okay. So that you are notified when I go live. I'm giving you air hugs and lots of support. You guys have got this. Okay. And I'll see you in the next reading. Peace be with you. Know that God loves you, and know that I love you as well. Bye.